Okay, here we go. We're going to learn a little bit about your portfolio. So why do a portfolio? Because it's super important. It's a reflection piece, first of all. It allows you to look back on the coursework you've done and the assignments and reflect on what you've learned and why it was important, how it's going to apply to helping you be a better student teacher and ultimately being your own classroom teacher. It shows off your experiences, it shows off your skills, it highlights your personality, it highlights all of your strengths. It's so critical. I can't even begin to tell you, as somebody who has sat on hiring committees, when somebody walks in with a portfolio, I can make tons of assessments about that person by the way it's organized. Do they use color? Is it creative? All of those things are communicated through this portfolio, and I'm so excited that we're going to be doing ours electronically. So first of all, what is the portfolio? It's going to be a collection of artifacts from your coursework, and you're actually building a working portfolio at this point because you're going to be adding on to it later on as you go through your courses. As I'm talking to you, feel free to pause it so you can read the slides, because I'm not going to read them to you. I'm assuming at this point you can read. That was a joke. So anyway, working portfolio, that's what we're going to build in this class. We're going to start you off with a portfolio that you can add on to. And I'm really excited to use the Wix.com website to do that. So how are you going to organize it? Well, it's kind of up to you. There's no wrong way to do it. You need to organize it in a way that best communicates your strengths in both your personality, your skill set, your academics, and your experience. We're going to organize your portfolio around a set of standards, and I'm going to go more into that a little bit later. But you can start thinking about a set of standards that you want to use, and you're going to pull artifacts that support each standard, that demonstrate competency in each standard. So we're going to cover evidence a little bit more later also, but I just want you to start thinking about things you've done in the past that you're probably going to want to put in this electronic portfolio. And if it's something physical that's not, you're thinking, well, I made a poster. How am I going to put that in an electronic portfolio? Now's the time to start thinking about overcoming those hurdles. You could use taking a picture of it, or you could scan it. We have scanners on campus. There are only a few of you in class, a nice small class, so we can make accommodations. As you're building your portfolio, you want to think about your audience, and this is more for when you take your working portfolio and create a specific portfolio for a job. At this point, your audience is kind of wide because it's going to be anyone who's involved with placing you in student teaching in a couple years, or maybe even sooner than that. And then also it's something you want to transition into being able to use for a job application or a job interview. How might you use it? Well, I've never walked into an interview without a physical portfolio because, well, I'm old and we didn't have electronic portfolios. I always came in with my binder portfolio. I have a working portfolio at home where I collect things, and every time I would go in for a job, I would pull out important pieces that would specifically address the goals of that particular job. So you're going to do that here as well.